Welcome back to Yoshi Entertainment, everybody. This one's going to be short, sweet, and simple. So as of recent, we had been hearing a lot about Wendy Williams, her conservator, if you will. I have a few other names that I would call her, but I'm not going to go there today. Was basically telling the public, oh, she's medically and mentally incapacitated, if you will. Now, Wendy Williams got together with Charlamagne in the Breakfast Club, also Don Lemon. She had a little conversation with them. They had a little interview, and she basically said, and I quote, "I feel like I am in prison," end quote. Now, she was talking about how she was placed in a facility with people who were a bit older than her, almost like she was stuck there to either be watched, to just perish. She doesn't have access to her money like she did in the past. She's not cognitively impaired like they've been saying that she's been. There's no telling what's happening to this woman, what they're doing to her. Now, she was talking about how she wanted to go celebrate her father's birthday. She was not allowed to do that. Her family does not have any involvement with her. And some people are confused as to how this could happen. What y'all have to understand is when you are a major social media figure who's bringing in certain networks a lot of money, your family does not have control of that money. Now, you can, make a will and all this kind of stuff. But unfortunately, once again, the industry, these big corporations, especially where the media is concerned, whenever they get involved, you are basically owned by them. They have insurance policies. They have all kinds of laws and legal loopholes where they can get in control of what happens to you and your money over even your family. There have been a lot of people on social media asking, oh, where's her siblings, her son, all this kind of stuff. I don't think y'all understand how these people can literally box even the closest of your family members out to control the narrative, to control the money. Wendy Williams has a lot of money. Once again, she was talking about how she doesn't even know if she's going to be let out to see her family to celebrate her father's birthday, which is really sad. Once again, she said she felt like a prisoner where she was. Also, once again, because I know some people would say, oh, well, she did have some health complications. We remember when she passed out or she fainted or freaked out on air whenever she was wearing a Statue of Liberty costume that one time. Yes, I understand that she has had some medical complications. Although I'm not going to lie, these people, her conservatives, whoever was putting out these statements, was making it seem like Wendy was like a vegetable or something, like she couldn't communicate on her own. Now, according to these interviews and what she said, what was being said, and I quote, Wendy is still able to do many things for herself. Most importantly, she maintains her trademark sense of humor and is receiving the care she requires to make sure she is protected and that her needs are addressed, end quote. And to that I say, well, of course she is, because if they don't and she kicks the bucket, God forbid, then they can't keep taking her money, right? Or maybe they could. I'm not entirely sure. But even despite that, allegedly, the living conditions are not that great. Essentially, what it seems like to me is she's just being put somewhere to be held for some reason. It's really giving there's something going on. There's a reason why they're doing this. There's a reason why they're keeping her in this predicament, and it's not good. Now, allegedly, if I'm not mistaken, it was her niece that described the situation a little bit in depth, and I quote, Finney described her aunt's current quarters as small and Spartan. The New Jersey native lives without a computer or a cell phone and is not allowed to have her twin cats with her. She has a bed, a chair, a TV, a bathroom, and she's looking out one window at buildings across the street, Finney said, adding they were not able to discuss much more due to legal ramifications, end quote. The Twitch boss widow of it all. So the conservators, like I said before, can call her cognitively impaired, leading the public to believe that she was incapacitated medically and could not do anything for herself or couldn't speak on her own behalf. Meanwhile, her own family can't say that much about her actual circumstances, what's actually going on. Crazy. And I quote, I think the thing we can talk about is that my aunt sounds great, she added. Just treat the woman with dignity and give her the freedoms she deserves, end quote. That was also her niece saying these things. Now, allegedly, if I'm not mistaken, they're supposed to be putting together some sort of fundraiser. People were saying, okay, we started with Free Britney. Now we got to free Wendy, because these people with these conservators, like I said, I don't think people understand how deep in trouble some of these people, some of these celebrities are because of this kind of stuff. When other grown adults who have ulterior motives, ill motives, have complete power and control over another grown adult's money, their assets, what happens, what's being said about them in the media. Once again, I believe that there is a malicious reason behind why they are doing this to Wendy Williams. We might not ever know the reason why. We might know after it's all. We don't know. Although, once again, I've said this before and I'm going to say it again. Best thing she can do right now is get on her knees if she's capable, if she's not, just sit in a recliner, the chair, whatever, and sincerely and genuinely call on the Most High God, because right now He is the only one that's going to be able to help her. I said what I said. Oh, and another point that I wanted to focus on. So, this is just me being extra because once again, I've said this before, I do like animals. Now, I've never had a cat before. I've had dogs growing up, and I feel very seriously about my pets. So it's one thing to have a person isolated from their family. They can't get on social media to let the world know what you're putting out there about them is not true. But to keep their pets from them, somebody would have to get hurt. I would have to hurt somebody. I'm just being blatantly honest with y'all. I'm not about to keep my pets from me too. Oh, no, 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 no. But anyways, y'all let me know what y'all think about all of this down in the comments below respectfully. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Y'all all have a very blessed, beautiful, and safe day.